The moon at the bottom of the stairs. Good evening, wanderer. It's Noiraine again, the ghost cat, with moonlight in her paws and a habit of turning up in the corners of quiet houses. You've made it through another day. Your mind might still be humming with all the little things it had to hold: conversations, worries, small embarrassments, lists, hopes, disappointments. All the things that feel so sharp when you're awake. You don't have to sort them out right now. Tonight I've brought you a story about a staircase that refused to end where it was supposed to, and a moon that decided to live at the bottom of it. You don't have to do anything except rest. If your mind wants to follow me, it can. If it drifts away, that's all right. I'll keep walking quietly beside you. The story will be here, and sleep can arrive whenever it chooses. Shall we begin? There is an old building not far from the river, on a street where the cobblestones remember the weight of horse-drawn carriages and the echo of laughter carried from balconies. From the outside, the building doesn't look particularly special. 4 stories of brick, tall, narrow windows, a little iron balcony on the 2nd floor where someone once kept plants and now keeps nothing but rust. The paint on the front door is a tired red that has seen too many summers. You could walk past it 100 times and never think about it twice. But buildings, like people, don't always show their strangest parts to the street. You have to go inside for that. On a certain night, this one, in fact, at least in the way of stories, I found myself padding along that street. The air was thick with the smell of river water and warm stone, and the sky overhead held a thin, pale moon that looked as if it had gotten up too early and was still rubbing sleep from its eyes. You were with me in the way you always are in these wanderings, not with your feet, but with your listening. Some part of you walks at my shoulder now, even if the rest of you is lying perfectly still in your bed, or on your couch, or wherever you have chosen to rest. I stopped before the red door. There was a feeling here, an odd one, not the alert curiosity of a house that wants company, nor the guarded silence of a place that's been hurt. Something else, a kind of pulling, as if the inside of the building were a very slow whirlpool, and the stairs were the water circling down. "Ah," I murmured, my whiskers twitching, "you've gone too deep, haven't you?" The door said nothing. Doors rarely argue with cats. I slipped through the wood as easily as I might step through a stray patch of sunlight. Inside the entryway was narrow, a worn tile floor patterned in broken hexagons, a line of mailboxes on the wall, each labeled with names and varying degrees of faded ink. A single bulb overhead buzzed faintly, casting a yellow circle of light over everything, and in front of me, the staircase. You know the kind, old city stairs built in a time when people assumed everyone had good knees. Steep, a little narrow, the banister carved from dark wood, polished by 1,000 hands. The first flight went up in a straight run to a small landing, then turned sharply and climbed to the 2nd floor. I could feel apartments here, quiet ones, a flicker of television light behind one door, the smell of soup behind another, the muffled snores of someone sleeping with their face in the pillow. Ordinary lives. But that wasn't where the pulling came from. I turned, and there, tucked into the corner, like an afterthought, was another staircase. This one went down. The light above did not reach very far along it. The first few steps were visible, scuffed wood, a faint stain on one riser, a scratch along the wall where something had once been dragged. After that, only darkness. Darkness and the feeling of going down, 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 much further than a building of this size had any right to allow. "You've been busy," I said to the stairs, "or someone has, walking on you." Stairs remember footsteps. These ones were full of them. Some light and quick, some slow and dragging, some hesitant, like someone talking themselves into each step. Tonight there was only one set of fresh impressions. Small, bare feet, the memory of a pause on every third or fourth step, as if the person was listening for something only they could hear. And underneath all that, from far below, a faint glow, very soft, very steady. Moonlight. Not reflected from the sky, no, this was different, thicker, closer, as if the moon had stopped being an idea in the sky and become a thing you could almost reach out and touch. "Come along," I said to you quietly. "Let's go see what she's doing down there." You don't have to get up. You can imagine yourself simply descending with me in your mind, one step at a time, your hand perhaps resting lightly on the banister, feeling the smoothness where years of fingers have paused. Your body, where it truly is, can stay very, very still. We'll let the dream of you walk. The first part of the descent felt ordinary enough. Dust, the faint smell of damp concrete, the creak of old wood carrying age and gravity. The bulb above us cast a weak triangle of light onto the upper steps, but quickly gave up. A few steps down, we were in a dim gray that felt like the space behind your own closed eyes. I see well in the dark. It's one of the privileges of my current condition. But even you, soft human, can sense shapes here, the line of the steps beneath your imagined feet, the slope of the wall at your side, the way the air grows cooler as you go. After perhaps 20 steps, I slowed. The pulling sensation was different now, not stronger, exactly, but more focused, as if whatever lay below had become aware of our approach and was curious, a good sign. Curious things are rarely cruel. As we went deeper, the sounds of the city faded. No more muffled traffic, no distant music, not even the hum of pipes in the walls. Only the whisper of our movement and a very faint, almost imaginary, rushing sound, like the sea, very far away. How far down does this go, you might wonder? More than it should, is the short answer. This building wasn't built with such a deep basement, but time and sorrow and repetition can stretch space, the way water running over stone can carve a deeper bed than anyone planned. At some point, someone's footsteps had gone down these stairs so often that reality gave way a little. The stairs simply kept going. I paused on one step and pressed my paw to the wood. It remembered particularly one set of feet, very clearly, a child's, bare as I told you, not from poverty but preference. This child liked the feel of the cool wood on their soles at night, where the air was too heavy to sleep. Their name was Jonah, or perhaps it was Joe, or Nia, or something else entirely. Names blur in the memories of buildings. But to the stairs they were simply the child who went down. The child had discovered this staircase by accident, one night when the heat refused to leave their small bedroom, and sleep had gathered just out of reach. They had slipped out into the hallway, down past the door to the relatives they lived with, past the floor where everyone slept, past the front door with its useless lock. They had stood here at the top of the downward flight and felt that curious pulling. They had gone down a few steps, then a few more. The basement they expected never came. Instead, the air grew cooler, the darkness grew thicker, and from somewhere far below there was that faint, impossible glow. Moonlight, where no moon could be. After that, of course, they came every night. Children are very loyal to wonder. We were not the first visitors to the stairwell, and we would not be the last. But tonight we had it to ourselves. Step by step, we descended. If you like, you can imagine each step as a letting go. Or, on one step, you set down something that worried you today. You don't have to name it. Just let the idea of it sit behind you, on the wood. On the next, you set down a conversation you kept replaying in your head. Later, you leave behind a plan you didn't finish, or a task that didn't go the way you hoped. You can pick it all up tomorrow if you truly need to. The stairs will remember where you left them. For now, just let them rest there. Layer by layer, your mind grows a little lighter. The deeper we go, the more that faint glow below gathers itself into substance. It isn't bright enough to see clearly with, not yet. Just a suggestion of light, the idea of silver brushed along the edges of things. But it is enough to know that there is an end to this descent, a destination. We are not falling forever. After a while, the wooden steps give way to stone. The air cools further, but in a comfortable way, like the inside of a cellar where wine and old stories are kept. The walls widen, the ceiling lifts, and the whispering sound you perhaps noticed before grows clearer. Water, not rushing wildly, no, just moving. The steady, patient movement of a river that has never seen the sun. Another dozen steps, and then, at last, the staircase ends. We step out into a cavern. It shouldn't be here, of course. Basements under city buildings usually involve storage cages, old bicycles with flat tires, machines that groan when the heat comes on. This is something different. The stone floor stretches out before us in a gentle slope, all of it tinted in shades of gray-blue by that strange, soft light. The ceiling is high and arching, the rock smooths into curves that look less carved than grown, and at the lowest point, filling the center of the space like a held breath, is a pool. It is not large. You could walk around it in a few minutes. The water is very still. Its surface holds the palest reflection of something bright and round, the moon. Not the one outside. That one is still hanging in the night sky above the city, you can be sure. This is something like a fragment, a pocket moon, a version of the same luminous idea, resting quietly at the bottom of the stairs. It does not hang above the water, it lives inside it. Beneath the glassy surface, pale light blooms outward from a single round point, like a pearl lodged deep in the pool. The glow brightens and softens, like breathing. I padded to the edge of the water and sat. The stone under my paws was cool and dry. The air smelled faintly of minerals and of something else, something clean and still. Not quite the sea, not quite the river. More like the smell of night air from a rooftop, distilled and kept safe. You might sit here too, in your imagination, at the edge of that pool. Your real body can sink deeper into your bed. Let the pillow cradle your head the way stone holds my paws. Isn't she lovely? I murmured, nodding toward the lit water. She got tired of being so far away from everyone all the time, you know. The moon shimmered faintly in response. You see, long ago, before you were born, and long after I stopped counting how many lives I'd used up, the moon noticed something. Every night, people used her light to find their way, to see the path, to measure how much of the night had passed. But there was always some who were awake when they didn't want to be, some whose thoughts were so loud, her cool light only made them feel more exposed. They would look up at her and sigh, or weep, or pace their floors, and the moon, who was more tender than she lets on, began to feel helpless. I'm too far, she thought. My light is too thin. I can't reach into the places where they lie awake with their hearts hurting. The stars, who are much less sentimental, told her she was being dramatic. You're a rock, they said. Glow. Turn. That's enough. But the moon is stubborn. So one night she sent a little piece of herself down. Just a sliver at first. A single beam of light that didn't stop at the rooftops, but seeped into the cracks and down the stairwells and through the forgotten spaces beneath the city. It found its way here, to this place where the basement should have been and a cavern had grown instead, carved by footsteps and longing and a child's nightly visits. The light settled into the water that had seeped up from some underground stream, and the pool sighed as if it had finally remembered what it meant to shine. The moon, far above, felt the echo. Ah, she thought, there. That's better. Now I can listen more closely. And the fragment of her, down here, began its new life. Now it waits at the bottom of the stairs, listening to the sleepers above. Of course, someone had to find it. That someone was the child who couldn't sleep. Night after night, Jonah, let's call them that for convenience, crept down the stairs, following the pulling sensation and the faint glow. The first time they stepped into the cavern, they thought they were dreaming, their bare feet on cool stone, the echoing hush. The little underground moon gazing up at them without any of the harshness of the real one overhead. Jonah went to the edge of the pool and sat, just where you are now in our shared mind. They hugged their knees to their chest and stared down at the light. It stared back. No one had ever looked at them quite like that before. Not in a way that said, I see you exactly as you are, and I am not afraid of your too muchness, or your too littleness, or your broken bits, or your dreams that don't fit upstairs. The moon at the bottom of the stairs does not judge. It only reflects, not faces necessarily, Not like ordinary water. It reflects feelings. When Jonah leaned over the pool, they did not see their hair or their nose or their pajamas. They saw the shape of their own sleepiness, like a tangled skein of silver thread in the water, knotty in places, frayed in others, beautiful in a way they had never thought to consider. "Hello," the child whispered, feeling bashful and relieved all at once. The moon glow deepened, as if someone far above had poured a little more light down into the well of night. After that, Jonah visited every time sleep would not come. They'd come down the stairs, heart pounding a little with the delicious fear of being out of bed when everyone thought they were in it. They'd sit at the edge of the pool and let the quiet wrap around them like a blanket. They talked sometimes, not in full sentences always, not in logical narratives. Children rarely speak that way when they are alone with someone they trust. They spill fragments instead. "This place feels hidden," they said once, "like my own secret." The water made a tiny sound, like the softest wave against a shore. The reflection of Jonah's restlessness curled and loosened in response. "Upstairs, they think I should be fine," they said another night. "I have a bed. I have food. I have a roof. I should be fine, right?" The water held the shape of that word, should, for a moment, then let it sink away. "I miss things I never had," Jonah confessed on yet another night, picking at the edge of the stone with their nails. "Is that weird?" The light beneath the surface pulsed gently as if saying, "No, that is a very normal kind of ache." Jonah's feelings changed from night to night. Sometimes they were anxious, full of fizzing, looping thoughts. Sometimes they were lonely, a hollow ache. Sometimes they were angry, or numb, or quietly content. The moon at the bottom of the stairs reflected them all with equal softness. Each time, the tangled skein in the water shifted a little. Knots loosened, frayed edges smoothed. Some threads braided themselves together. Little by little, without anyone noticing, Jonah began to fall asleep easier, not because they were forcing themselves to, but because they had somewhere to pour the extra that didn't fit in their small body. The moon held it for them. We are here now, at the same pool. The moon recognizes you, even if you've never seen her like this before. You may not have crept down this particular staircase with bare feet when you were small, but you have found other basements, other corners, other hidden spaces where you tried to set down what didn't fit in the bright parts of your life. Tonight, this can be one of them. You are allowed to let this place hold some of what you're carrying. Not all of it, necessarily, just enough to make breathing easier. If you like, you can picture your own thoughts and feelings, especially the ones that crowd close at night, as bright threads in your chest. Not wrong, not shameful, just tangled. As you sit by the pool in your mind, imagine those threads gently loosening and drifting down your arms, through your fingers, into the water. The moonlight at the bottom welcomes them. It weaves them into the reflection, not to erase them, but to hold them in a way that doesn't pinch. Above us, in the real night sky, the full moon, or half moon, or slender crescent, whichever she is tonight, feels this tiny rearrangement and smiles. Good, she thinks. They found somewhere soft to rest their heaviness for a while. You don't have to do this perfectly. If some part of you wants to cling to a thread or unfinished worry, a question about tomorrow, an old hurt, that's fine. You don't have to let go of anything you're not ready to. Just notice that the option exists, that there is a place in the world of story, if not in the world of walls, where a little moon waits patiently at the bottom of a staircase, ready to reflect you without judgment. That knowledge alone can loosen something inside. Do you think she's lonely? Jonah asked once, years ago, their feet dangling over the water. Who? I had said. Yes, I was there with them. You're not the only one I visit. The moon, they said, the one down here. I watched the light. The pool glow had never felt lonely to me. Attentive, yes. Quiet, certainly. But not empty. I think, I had replied, she is content. She likes being close. She likes listening. And she knows she is part of something bigger, even when she can't see it. That's enough. Do you think anyone else knows about this place? They'd asked. You do, I had pointed out. She does. I do. That's already 3. That's not bad. For a secret. They had smiled then, small and true. Now tonight, you are here too. That makes 4. 5 if we count the building. 6 if we count whatever river sends its water up to fill this pool. 7 if you count all the other hidden moons that have taken root in other basements, other wells, other forgotten corners of the world. They all know about each other, you see, even if you don't. You are less alone than you think. The child grew, as children do. Their visits become less frequent after a time. Sleep comes more easily as their body lengthened and their mind learned new paths. School and friendships and little crushes and big questions filled their days and nights. Sometimes they came down to the pool when something particularly heavy had happened. A betrayal, a loss, a shift in the shape of their family. They'd sit on the stone, older now, knees bony, shoulders hunched, and let tears fall into the water. The moon at the bottom of the stairs received them all quietly. One night, Jonah came with a suitcase. They were nearly grown by then. The hand that set the suitcase down was strong and careful. Their face, reflected faintly in the air above the water, was both softer and harder than when they were small. I'm leaving, they told the pool, for real this time. Not just the school-bound kind of leaving. I got a job at another city. I have to go. If I stay here, I'll just shrink. I can feel it. The pool listened with the same patience it had given their childhood ramblings. I don't know if I'm brave, Jonah admitted, picking at the stone just as they had when they were little. I might just be desperate. Does that still count? The water shimmered faintly as if amused. Desperation and bravery are cousins. They often hold hands. I don't know if I'll ever find a place like this again, Jonah said. That made the moon at the bottom of the stairs do something unusual. It brightened. The light swelled once, like a held breath. The reflection of Jonah's tangled feelings grew clearer then, diffused. In the water, for an instant, they saw not themselves, not their ache, but other places. A well behind a farmhouse in another country. A cistern under an apartment block in a different city. A tide pool that fills only at certain moons on a rocky coast. Each held its own small light. You will, the pool seemed to say, though it spoke in radiance rather than words. Not exactly like this, but close enough. Anywhere you find still water, under the open sky, or behind a shut door, anywhere you let yourself be reflected honestly, I'm there, or a cousin of mine is. Jonah swallowed. So, this isn't goodbye, he said. The moon glow softened, not in the way you fear. They sat for a long time in silence. Eventually they stood. They pressed their hand to the stone wall, briefly, a gesture of gratitude the building remembered long after the details of their face faded. Thank you, they said. The moon at the bottom of the stairs pulsed once, like a heartbeat. Then Jonah climbed back up, carrying their suitcase, their memories of this place, and the knowledge that somewhere in the deep world, a little piece of moonlight would always be listening for them. The stairs, being stairs, went on existing. The building, being a building, shifted tenants many times. The pool, being what it was, kept shining. And now, while Jonah lives their lives somewhere above, perhaps with their own sleepless nights and their own small comforts, you have come to sit by the same water. You didn't bring a suitcase. You did bring something, though, even if you didn't mean to. Maybe it's a feeling you've been trying not to admit you have. Maybe it's a tiredness that coffee and willpower can't fully clear. Maybe it's a grief that never got a proper language. Maybe it's a quiet, persistent longing for a home you've never quite found. You don't have to name it aloud. Just let your attention rest on it for a moment. Feel where it sits in your body, chest, throat, stomach, shoulders. Notice its shape. Is it sharp? Heavy? Floating? Buzzing? You are not trying to change it. You're just letting it step into the pool's light. In your mind's eye, picture that feeling as a shape hovering above the water. Not as something ugly or broken, just as something true. The moon welcomes it. Her light folds around your feeling like cool hands around a hot stone. Not to smother it, to hold it, to give it a container. You may notice, as you imagine this, that your breath grows deeper, in and out. The weight in your chest or belly or throat doesn't vanish, but it shifts. Maybe it feels a little less alone. Maybe it feels less like something's wrong with you and more like, this is simply part of my weather right now. I'm allowed to have weather. You're allowed to have storms and fog and uneventful gray days. You do not have to be clear skies for anyone, not even yourself, all the time. Down here, at the bottom of the stairs, the moon has no expectations of you. You do not have to be healing quickly. You do not have to be over it. You do not have to be relentlessly optimistic. You do not have to be anything except honest. Honesty is not loud. It does not demand attention. It's just a steady glow at the bottom of your own inner well. And you have it. Even if you forgot. I curl up beside you on the stone. My fur, when it brushes your imagined leg, feels cool and soft, like shadow. I am not heavy. I am exactly the weight of comfort. You can stay as long as you like, I tell you. Of course, in the waking world, you are lying where you are now, and time will go on passing. But in the world of this story, you can linger at the pool's edge until the knot in your mind loosens, until the sound of the water's silence fills your ears. When you are ready, and not a second sooner, you can climb the stairs again. You might do it in your sleep. Your dreams might tug you away to some other scene. That's all right. The way back is built into the way down. For now, we simply breathe in and out. You may notice the rhythm in everything. The gentle pulse of light in the pool, the rise and fall of your own chest, the ebb and flow of thoughts coming and going. None of it needs to be forced. You're not steering this. You're floating. The moon at the bottom of the stairs keeps watch. She's very good at it. She gathers the quiet things people leave here, the unspoken fears, the uncried tears, the unrealized dreams, and she shines through them slowly over years until they are less sharp and more like smooth pebbles in the riverbed. You may leave something here tonight. You may not. Either way, you will not leave empty-handed. When you eventually drift away into deeper sleep, some part of this place will go with you. Maybe it will show up as a dream of water, or a staircase that leads somewhere unexpected, or simply as a feeling when you wake that you are allowed to start the day softly without picking up every heavy thing at once. That will be the moon's gift. At some point, maybe now, maybe in a few minutes, you'll stop registering my words clearly. They'll turn into a kind of background murmur, like water in the next room, or leaves rustling at an open window. That's perfect. You don't need to cling to the story. Let it be a tide that carries you out. You can feel the stone beneath you growing warmer, more like the mattress or couch or blanket your real body lies on. You can feel my weight against you, becoming the weight of your own limbs, your own covers. The cavern dims a little, not because the moon has gone, but because your eyes are closing. This staircase waits quietly in the darkness, ready to rise under your feet whenever you need to come back. The building above goes on holding its tenants and their dreams. The city continues its slow, deep breathing around us. And you, brave, tired wanderer that you are finally allowed to let go of the day. In and out. No doors to open. No tasks to finish. No expectations to meet. Just this moment. Just this breath. Just this sense that somewhere at the bottom of your inner stairs there is a small, patient moon that is always glad to see you. Sleep now. I'll stay here a while longer, watching the reflection of your dreams in the water, listening to the song of your resting. When you're ready to wake, the stairs will be shorter. The climb back to your day will be easier. You will not remember every word of this, but you will remember the feeling of being allowed to rest without having to earn it. That is enough. Good night, wanderer. We'll visit again soon.